We're here at the historic Paramount Theatre in Anderson, Indiana. It was originally built in 1929 by a guy named John Eberman, who was a pretty famous theater building. He built like over 500, I believe, all around the world in his time, and they were all this same style of theater, like atmospheric theater. I believe this is one of 15 left in the nation. With that, I'll take you into the main theater and we'll check it out. Okay, this is just inside the theater. It is like about a 1,500 seat capacity. As you can see, it's built in the style of like a Spanish city would look. And yeah, we can take you farther down in here, past the overhang, and you can really see where it gets good. So this is the stage here. This is also our page organ that is original with the theater. We've got the pipes and all the drums and everything that go with it are actually built into the theater. So there are locations here on the sides that house all those equipment. And can't see it great now, but there's a night sky up there that was all meticulously painted when this was restored. The story is that this theater had been several things over the years, or it had been closed several times and reopened. I think it had been, someone wanted to make it a church at one point, someone wanted to make it like an adult theater at one point, so it's gone through the whole range. They had a roof leak here, and it the water damage and the mold and everything got so bad that this place was about to be bulldozed to be like a parking structure. And then at the last second, a Heritage Foundation came and saved it, and they spent a bunch of time and money restoring it back to its original beauty. And yeah, here it is. Let me turn these lights off and get a better shot of the night sky here. Also, there are LED tubes up here above this like framework up here that, as they glow like red for the sun, when the sun's coming up, and then it turns blue when the sun's coming down. So it's kind of a cool. So yeah, it's got the little pinholes for the stars and the painted clouds and such. And then John Eberman, the guy who designed the theater, also famously always put birds in the theaters, has a bird. And we've got over here on this ledge, we've got a peacock sitting up there that's of note. That's the bird for this theater, I guess. I guess let me show you the stage. I showed you the page organ. We'll take a look at the stage here. The stage in all its glory. If you look over here, this is our fly rail system, which flies in and out our various backdrops, lights, curtains, all that stuff. And then further on down here is the dressing rooms to the theater, which is where I'll take you next. So yeah, these are the dressing rooms. You can check them out, the dressing rooms. As far as any haunted history, this is definitely one of the places where people say they feel or hear some type of presence. There's all types of people that come down here, either people that are in a band that's playing here, or if we have theater groups here, dance troops, whatever, people just down here. The cleaning ladies at night, whatever it might be. So here at the Paramount, there's been storied accounts of a ghost. His name is Charlie. I don't know why his name's Charlie, but it is. There are confirms that there was a guy that worked here named Charlie back in the day. So I don't know, but yeah, there's that. And like I said, here is one. The basement, where I'll take you eventually, is another place where people seem to interact with Charlie. So yeah, these are the dressing rooms. And we'll probably go back up this way so we can exit out. This is how you get from backstage to out in the crowd secretly if you must. Let's see if there's lights here. And this takes us right into the middle of the crowd. And we're here in the main theater. You know, also at some point in time, there was a billiards club underneath this building, and it was confirmed, or at least that's what I've been told, is that someone did die in there. So I don't know if that means anything. Go back to the main theater, and then I guess from here, yeah, I'll take you into the concession stand real quick so you can see the old projector. So after the theater was rescued, which it became a movie theater again for a while, this projector right here was installed in 1990 and used until 2010. It did 35 millimeter and 70 millimeter film. Now we have a digital projector up there, but this was the old one, so you know someone had to be up there working all that. And then you can see some take-up reels over here on the wall. Yeah. So yeah, back in the day, it was, you know, like, they had, you know, live orchestra played in the pit, and they showed the movie up there, and it was all syncopated. So I guess from there, I can take you up these stairs. Here we are in the balcony of the theater, as you can see here. And just behind us, up here, is the stairway that leads up to the projector room, where those projectors we just saw are housed, or were housed. And so I'll take you up there next. This is the projection room. Back in the day, you can kind of see here these slats. There would be there's metal flaps on the outside, because back in the day they would use this to you know, assemble the reels and get it all together before it went on the projector. And they were extremely flammable back then. So if something caught fire in here, there's metal plates that drop down and isolate this room from the rest of the theater. And those plates have like a heat activated element, and then if it gets too hot, the plates come down. I guess essentially trapping whoever's in here, but saving everyone else from the fire. So this is how it used to look, the table and everything. Nowadays we've got our fancy digital projector, and we've also got a couple spotlights, as you can see up here, that we have for various plays and whatnot. Just over here is the room where they used to store all the films and various stuff they needed in there, so they'd store it all in there and bring it out in here. This is the projection room. This is the marquee room. They have board meetings in here. They have, you know, it's a green room for artists sometimes. I'll figure out how to turn the lights on in a second. For over here is their wall of fame for people that have performed here at the theater. Pretty cool. You got Johnny Cash over here. My personal favorite, Mr. Ricky Skaggs. You got Johnny and June up there. There's a whole host of pretty famous people that have all performed here at the theater, which is kind of cool. And then we'll just go through these doors. So this place is 3 stories. It was originally supposed to be 7, and they built it, but it was built in 1929, right before the Great Depression. So that hit, and they were like, we only got 3. And so they just kept it at 3. This place is called the Paramount Theater because when it was built, it was originally owned by Paramount Studios, you know, the film company. So they were going to show their movies here and whatnot. That's why it retains the name. So here is the entrance to our ballroom. We had a comedy show in here last night, which is why these dividers are up. But come on past here and we'll see the stage. Yep, the old school ballroom stage. These curtains are still drawn with a cut cable, so they're pretty fun. Yep, this is the stage to the ballroom. This is the ballroom. So I'm actually the technical director here. So I run all the sound and lights and do all that fancy stuff. I run the projector when we have movies and whatnot, so that's what I do. I'll take you over here. This is the bathrooms for the 3rd floor. We got a whole kitchen back there and everything. It's not that exciting, so if you guys want to go back there, we can, but it's just the kitchen. So bronze pea that gets polished periodically to stay fancy. This area, it's called our courtyard area. I don't know why, because it's not a courtyard, but this is it. Merch over here when artists play, or they have like, when they have student shows, they'll show like student artwork and stuff out here. Sometimes they have bars out here. Yeah. And then there's the offices. You can take a peek in there. Those are just offices though. Nothing fancy. Oh, the door's locked. I do have a key, but it's just offices. Leading you to our bathrooms, all the way back to our back door here. That's about as fancy as that gets. Now, also Anderson, for being a city of I think it's 50,000 people, we're one of the few of that size that has its own symphony. The Anderson Symphony Orchestra office is right over there if you want to get a little shot of that. They perform here at the theater all the time. It's really cool. I'm going to take you to the Paramount basement. So this is another area that's a hotbed of activity, if you will. I had someone just tell me a story the other day. Actually, our events director here, Tracy, she was just telling me the other day that she was down here for Christmas time a few years ago, her and a few ladies, and they not only heard a sound that started somewhere and kind of traveled, but also the lights traveled with it, they said. So that's the ladies' account of what happened. It's kind of dark in here. We gotta turn on these lights. So yeah, this is the Paramount basement. It goes all the way back here. You can see all our Christmas pins. Goes all the way back to here. Got all kinds of stuff in here, random storage, stuff they use for Christmas, stuff that's just literally stored down here. And then it goes, well, I'll take you over this way. It goes all the way back over here. Our boiler system, and back here is just more open space, storage, boiler, HVAC, all that stuff. But yeah, this is another area where people tend to experience Charlie. So that's the Paramount. That's the Paramount. That's the Paramount.
Starting our investigation on the first floor of the theater, where the stage is at. Right now, we're just going to listen. We're here to communicate with you if there's anybody here that wants to communicate. What we're going to do, we'll listen for a few minutes. We're not going to ask any questions. There's a couple things up on the stage you can see that's lit up. There's one with one light. You can make it, if you want to go up to it, you can react with that to make the device light up multiple numbers. There's 5 lights. But we're just going to sit here and listen to see if you want to make a sound to let us know that you're here. Just to give us some sort of sign before we start asking questions. What did he say that the guy's name was?
Charlie?
Somebody said that there's a Charlie here. Charlie wants to talk to us, give us some sort of sign. So starting now, we're giving you 5 minutes to give us some sort of sign to let us know that you're here and that you want to communicate.
Best talking. Hey, the EMF detector is blinking. Look. I just seen the EMF detector blinking. Oh shit.
Hi. Make it go even more. Get closer to it. Stay there. Did you leave us? You want to come in here and talk to us? You can come in here and talk to us.
Oh, there it is.
Hi. Will you sing and dance in here? Make it go all the way if you sing and dance in here. Get closer to it. It'll light up more. Did you work the ropes? In the back? Mess with the lights?
So the lights are not coming off.
Get closer to it. Make it go all the way red. Did you like the name Bougie?
Like, I'm bougie?
Are you bougie? Did you like dressing up and makeup and all that?
What are you doing? Falling down over there?
Huh?
Brian.
What the heck he's doing?
Oh, what's that?
What was it?
The device that the camera goes on that drives the ring.
Oh.
It's falling, Brian.
Are you
No.
following Brian around?
Brian passed
He
with
told
his
you to
camera.
follow him around, didn't he? Can you light up the lights more? Go over there and light it up more and tell us that you're in here. Or just move it. Bump it off.
Throw it at Beth.
Throw it at JV. Right on his big head.
We're going to switch areas pretty soon, so
Got a big orb that just went through. Got
if
another
you want
one.
to communicate here in this area, you're going to have to do it now because we've got a lot of area we have to do. We can't just stay here for a long time. We got to go around. So,
Yeah, I want to. Just doing it again.
light it up as much as you can just to let me know that you want us to stay here for a little bit longer.
Can you light it up if you sing? Light it up all the way. Get close to it. It tells us that you're here to talk to us. Was you a singer here?
Do you know Charlie?
Oop. You got a lot of lights going on.
Okay, starting now, we're going to listen again. So, for 5 minutes, we're not going to ask any more questions. Again, we're going to give you a chance to try to communicate with us. You do whatever you want to do in the next 5 minutes. Make a sound, react with the lights, but we're not going to say anything. Just try to let us know that you're here by doing something. Starting now, you got 5 minutes. Anybody hear anything?
You turn your camera off?
Yeah, for that, was that 5 minutes segment?
I kept thinking, I felt like it was moving a little bit.
So, try to, it's kind of adjust. Right now, we're investigating the dressing rooms in the basement. There's probably, what, 12 rooms or so?
The
All the way down
stairs.
below.
There is a room that creeps me out. Not that one. It's a closet.
You okay?
Here it is. Yeah, this room. I feel
We're
something.
just in here.
Oh, you was?
Yeah.
This is a room that JB said he filled up with the morning.
Yeah. Feels weird in here. Just underneath the stage. Oh, there's a little door in here. Oh,
What? Oh, what is it?
underneath the stage more? Oh, another little door.
You hear that? That's scary. Like an elevator.
Yeah.
Trap door, that's what it's called.
Yeah, there's 3 of them.
What?
Yeah.
There
both-
is?
Yeah, and both.
Where?
Is in here nothing?
No, it's this thing. That's
Scaffolding to go up.
there it is?
Yeah, both of them. Both have scaffolding to climb up to the stage.
Oh, heck, that's crazy. Huh. So that is a trap. I have it called the trap door.
Yeah, that's for performances and stuff.
To bring things up and down and out here. That's cool. Huh.
You got the EMF detector in the hallway? Oh.
Stairs.
But you're in this room.
It's not even a room, that's a closet.
Right in the closet. Hearing anything? Are you moving? This is a big changing room. JD said candy man.
Oh, or Bloody Mary, which one?
It's not.
Let's do both.
Yeah, which one? Here, JD. Bloody Mary.
Candyman.
Bloody Mary.
Candyman.
Bloody Mary.
Candyman.
Bloody Mary.
Candyman. One more.
Bloody Mary.
Candyman. Oh. Behind you, Shelby. That's when you get sucked into the mirror. Yeah, Candyman takes you. You ever watched Candyman?
Candyman.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Candyman. Candyman.
I said Candyman 5 times.
Candyman.
It's Bloody Mary 3 times, I think, ain't it?
What was that?
Uh-oh,
Candyman.
I knocked off the piece.
Oh, look, the EMF detector's going off.
Oh. Yeah, look at that.
Hi, are you in here with us? Come closer to the green light.
Right there was a good one because it wasn't doing anything. No,
I don't see it nowhere.
that's it.
Huh?
Look, that,
We started saying Candyman, that happened.
yeah. There.
I turned on the flashlight, didn't I?
Scared it.
Turn it off.
What did I do? I don't know where it is.
Turn it off. Well, this is working.
Is this your dressing room? Can you get closer to the green light and keep it on? If you're in here with us?
Are you the Candyman?
Oh my goodness, stop it.
Are you Bloody Mary?
Oh my gosh.
Are you somebody that's performed here before? Charlie. It's gotta be you. Are you Charlie?
Charlie Chaplin.
Alright, well, on the count of 3, I want you to light that up again. Just to let us know you want to communicate so we know that that was you. 1, 2, 3. Light it up on the count of 3 if you want us to get out. 1, 2, 3. Alright, I need to know if you want to talk. We'll move on. Do you like that we're down here trying to communicate with you? So it's completely stopped now, hasn't
No, it just did it twice when you said that.
it? When I asked if one of those being good?
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about something that happened here? Make it light up big time if you want to talk. Light up all the lights.
Stay close to the green light. Closer so you can hear in here. Light it up.
Are you a female? Are you...
Whoa.
Well, you're reacting with the device, but we need to do it when we ask on a certain number. That way we can communicate with you. So don't do anything yet. On the count of 3, light it all the way up if you want to talk. You have to do it like this so we can communicate. 1, 2, 3. Okay, light it up on the count of 3 if you don't want to communicate. 1, 2, 3. Did you pass away here? Did you follow my wife down here earlier? She heard the footsteps? too. It's lighting up like that. So, I don't know if you're going to figure out if it's intelligent or if there isn't any reason for it to be going off on that. Right there.
That's all the way red.
And you're looking at yourself in the mirror.
So you're getting ready for the show? Getting fixed up? Makeup?
Was that your mirror that you used to use for the shows? You light it up if it is? The green light? It is.
You have this on camera, Brian? Are you using your camera?
I got it faced towards you, but I can't see the light as good as you. You probably got the lights better than I do, further away.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to see if there's any, at this angle, maybe seeing if there's any change in shadow or something in the mirror, but you're right on the,
You don't have an IR light over there?
oh, it's all lit up. I can see everything, except for I can't really see the KT that well. I mean, it's so bright I can't see the lights on. But you got the lights, they didn't have.
You probably could through a computer, but not on the screen.
Yeah, but you have it, so.
If you're in here looking at yourself in the mirror, can you get closer to the green light and light it up even more?
I'm coming closer. You can have two.
Yes, I just thought you would want an angle on yours. That's really bright.
Okay, light it up if this is your mirror that you got ready in front of. Okay, light it up more, like you're excited about this being your mirror. Are you excited? Like you're getting ready for the show? You're not excited? Okay, make it stop so we can communicate. Make it completely stop now. We're lighting it up. There's no electric.
It's right by you.
It stopped.
Alright. Now we got it completely stopped. If you want to communicate on the count of 3, light it up again. 1, 2, 3. Well, a little bit after 3, but what do you want to talk about? You want to talk about performing? You want to talk about something that happened to you? You want to talk about Charlie? Am I sitting too close to you? You just want to communicate whenever you want to and don't like asking people asking questions? Alright, so, alright, you don't like people asking you questions, right? Do you think it's silly that I'm asking you questions? Do you want us to just listen and let you do your own thing? Let you give us signs? I don't know what to do. I don't know if you want me to ask you questions or not. Count to 3. Do you want me to ask you questions? 1, 2, 3. Count of 3, you don't want me to ask you questions. 1, 2, 3.
I don't think it likes questions, Brian.
Alright, so how about we just listen then? You do whatever you want to do. We're not going to ask questions. We're going to listen. I think we need to bring the ghost box.
That's what we're gonna do. I'll plug it in right there.
This is definitely a good
Well, he did say his brother had activity down here on the ghost box.
So even,
Not yet. The ghost box is the last thing.
but at least we know one spot that we're doing it for sure. We can't leave until doing a ghost box session right here.
It's 11 o'clock almost. So we're gonna have to move from this area and go somewhere else. We have to cover this whole place until 3 o'clock. And we have intermission too.
So we're gonna go, but we're gonna come back. You can follow us if you want to, but we gotta check out more of this theater. But we're coming back here to bring a device to maybe be able to hear your voice. But that'll be a little bit later. So that, he did say the hotspot was, the hotspot is.
Look, it's not even doing anything when you touch it. Nope.
There isn't any.
Do it again. You can debunk that.
You can film it just to show people there's no.
You're gonna say, hey, it was the electric box right there. No, it wasn't.
There's nothing that should be making it go off.
You did it too fast. When you move it fast, it does that.
Nope. There's no reading on the electric by the lights. So that's definitely interesting. Let's make a drink
Oh,
and
I forgot to look at
we'll
where
hit.
that piece is. I think I knocked something off.
Pizza, pizza.
Did you see it now?
Now we're in the projector. There's a device right here on the table. You go up to it, you can communicate with us. You go near it, the lights will start going off. What do you think about things changing to digital? This digital projector right here. What do you think about that?
It's going off.
So, okay. Go on here. So, light it up if you don't like the projector. light it up if you like the projector. You like this new projector? Or do you like the old one? Count of 3, light it up if you like change. 1, 2, 3. Can you make it light up more than that? It's just 2. There's 5 lights. Can you do all 5? There you go. I want to just see you do it again. Try to light up as many as you can. There's 5 lights. You're doing 2. Let's see, 3 or 4 or 5. Generate as much energy as you can to light up more. All right, did you follow us from the basement, from the dressing room? Are you with? On the count of 3, you follow. All right. Keep it like that. On the count of 3, light up if you followed us from the dressing room. 1, 2, 3. Are you the same person that's from the dressing room? Light them all up like you did downstairs if it's you. Light up as many as you can if you're Charlie. Count of 3. Light up if you used to run a projector. 1, 2, 3. Light up if you used to work here doing something else. 1, 2, 3. Not doing. It's lighting up, but it's not communicating. It's like the basement. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna. This is the second one. We're gonna stop there. Just trying to make sure you can make it light up in another area. If you were lighting that up, I moved it. Go to where I moved it and light it up again. Okay, we're just going to listen now. We'll listen for 3 minutes. Make any kind of noise to let us know that you're here. If you're not in this room, make a noise somewhere else and we'll try to find you. It was over there.
Crowd behind Charlie. Over. Around.
Okay, I'm gonna talk because we thought we heard something. So if it's you, make it a little bit louder.
You hear that? It sounded like it was up there, like the pipes or something.
All right, we're starting to hear things. Get louder. Count to 3. Make a noise as loud as you can. 1, 2, 3.
Popo.
Can you bang on something twice? Can you make 2 knocks? Not hearing anything now. We're going to switch rooms here in just a little bit. Got just a little more time to let us know that you're in this room. If not, we're moving. Try to talk to somebody else in another room.
Oh, no problem.
We're really quiet now. There's nobody up here in the projector room. Count to 3, make a noise as loud as you can. 1, 2, 3.
Somebody's talking.
I heard it, I just don't know if it was outside or not.
Like a woman?
I don't- It's, there's a lot going on in this area, but it's also raining outside, so I don't. Be as loud as you can. We're thinking we might have heard a voice, but it could be outside. getting ready to switch. Unless you give us a reason not to. Let's say not much activity in the connected. Just some strange, faint noises, but I don't know if it's anything paranormal. It's just we did hear the voice, but all of us I think heard it, but I'm not sure if that was outside or not. Just weird to hear just that, and that's it.
It didn't sound like everything here. It sounded like it might have been. It sounded like one. Yeah.
Even if it was outside, and then just to hear one little voice, and then that's it, and think you heard more.
I heard it a couple times.
It's just
It
hard.
sounded like one, though.
It's hard to say if it's outside or not. Just because we're not in an area where there's not people out there, there's a lot of things around here.
It's that high.
Huh?
This is that high too. I don't think we hear anything else. I didn't know what there's in there either.
You heard that cop car over there.
True, we didn't hear a cop car.
Raging. Wait, that's not.
Yeah.
Is it? Yeah?
It is. I heard that.
What was that? What is it? You heard it too?
I heard it too.
It sounded like it was like down there.
What is here?
I don't know. It was weird.
Yeah.
What is that like?
I don't know.
I can't describe it, but I heard something. That was weird.
That was weird.
I can't describe what it was, but it was something.
It was something. Could have got it on camera.
Was you recording?
Yeah, but this microphone is stupid, so hopefully it works.
We're going to investigate the meeting room. This is a room that has all the pictures of people that have been here that are famous, autographed pictures. Look, Johnny Cash. Autographed picture. Hey, look, it's Ricky Stagg. Hey, look, Bugs Bunny on Broadway.
Bugs Bunny's been here.
Hey, we're having a meeting. You want to join us? What we're going to do here? We'll let you have the head of the table. You want to come down here at the head of the table and stuff? Right there is your seat down at the end. Yeah. If you're here and you want to have a conversation with us, I want you to come to the meeting. Your chair is where the green light is. You get the end of the table. See that? You just put it. Did you just sit over there at the end of the table? I just saw the light move. Do it again so we know that you want to have a conversation. Let's have a meeting and talk about some changes that we can have here at the theater. I need you to go sit in that chair so we know you're ready to talk. If you sit in that chair, the lights are going to go off. You wanna go sit in the chair so we can have a meeting? Just saw it flicker a little bit ago. Go to the green light. Just flicker it again. Count of 3. I'm pretty sure you're over there now. On the count of 3, generate some energy to make the lights go off. 1, 2, 3. So I'll click it again. And if you're doing those 2 lights, I want you to try to generate as much energy as you can to do 3 or 4 or 5 or all of them. Generate more energy so we can see all the lights go off. And now it's just the first 2. Can you do more than 2? Once you start reacting with that, then we can try to ask you questions. I need to see more than 2 though. I'm seeing 2 again. Count of 3, do more than 2 lights. 1, 2, 3. Generating 2. It's still shouldn't be doing anything.
Can you get closer to the green light? Get closer to it and you can light it up more.
Is your picture hanging up on the wall? Did you used to work here? Perform here? Can't really ask you questions until I know that you want me to. Here's this flashlight. I'll turn it on. Okay. Turn that flashlight on in front of me. You could try to communicate using that by making it blink or knocking it completely out. So if you don't want to mess with the green light, can you come over to the flashlight and do something with it? Make it go dim and then make it go bright. You want to communicate, you have to react with something so you know. Make it light up if you don't want us in here. Make it light up as you follow us from the basement, in the dressing room. Were you in the dressing rooms with us? Yeah, here's Lucy's phone. It's probably outside.
It is.
Oh, sure is.
I heard it. It is.
about 5 or so minutes before we have to switch. So if you want to communicate in this meeting room, you have to do something and let us know that you want us to stay in this one longer. Make the flashlight blink, make the lights where the green light is go off more than just that. Or just make a sound when you do something. Really quiet. It's not going to take much of a noise for us to notice you're in here. We'll hear you. Drop something. Anything. We'll hear it. Not enough to get anything going. This would have been cool to hear. That would have been cool. Nothing. This room is quiet. Investigating the ballroom.
Hey, if we hear something walking, we'll hear it.
Okay.
What do you want to do? Want to put this in the middle of the ballroom?
We can just go up on the stage, or go to the stage and sit at the chairs, I guess.
Dance. You want to do the waltz?
Oh, sorry.
I'll blind you in my headlamp.
I don't see it. I got my sunglasses on.
Sunglasses.
Get your sunglasses on at night.
Yeah. That's how cool I am. I wear sunglasses at night. Is anybody in here with us? We're sitting in the front row. We want you to go up on the stage and give us a show. Sing, give us a comedy or something. You start by going where the green light is. If that starts to flicker, we know you're up there on the stage. If you walk out on the ballroom floor, we'll hear you too.
Overheater.
I know, but
Screaming.
I'm like, whoo! And then the heater kicked off.
It's Ric Flair's new limited
Getting
edition heater.
excited about the heater.
Yeah.
Woo! Oh. That's what it sounded like. How about one of those Ric Flair heaters?
No, maybe. be annoying.
Oh, woo!
You guys are nutcases.
That's what it sounds like.
The nature boys here, dude.
Boring performance. We had front row seats and nothing happened.
It is, my camera is fucking out.
The curtains didn't move. The device didn't light up. Flashlight didn't fucking. We want our money back. This show is bad.
Nothing's happening here.
As big as this room is, and there's 0 sound at all.
This is the only room that did not light up then.
One big ball. Investigating the basement where activity has been reported. But it seems like every location activity is reported in the basement or the attic. Well, let's see if it's true. Maybe there is activity in the basement.
I only got 20 minutes on this card.
If there's anybody down in this basement with us, we put a device on this chair. It's got a green light on it. All you have to do is go to the green chair or the green light and make the device light up. More than that, it's got 5 lights. Oh,
It's gonna be right in front of Shelby.
are you walking around back there?
It's Ric Flair.
I don't know if that was you or not, but if you come up to this chair and sit down, the lights on that device will react and we'll know it's you. Ooh.
Got closer.
Alright, so we're hearing some noises back there. We're hearing some voices back there. On the count of 3, do that again. 1, 2, 3.
Oh.
Alright, you're getting pretty noisy back there. Count of 3, make it louder. 1, 2, 3.
I'm not doing anything.
Can you knock something down?
My camera's acting crazy.
It's definitely the most noisiest place we've been.
Orb.
Man, it sounds like stuff going on down here.
What orb?
Count of 3, make the loudest noise you possibly can. 1, 2, 3.
This is dripping.
On my foot.
Charlie, is that you down here with us? Make a loud noise and let us know if it's Charlie.
This camera's acting up like crazy.
It's loud. It's gotta be louder than that. Not scaring me yet. Make a loud noise if you want us to get out of here.
There's a lot of orbs down here. The camera's acting up so bad.
Thought maybe you were down here, but now I don't know. Maybe it's just basement noise.
Or
You need to knock something down. Let us
Was
know
that
you're
a
down
bug?
here. Knock something down.
I don't know. Orbs are 50-50.
Well, it's hard to tell because it's really white and stuff down here. Could be
She said.
bugs.
I don't feel nothing down here.
Just that same pumping noise over and over.
Oh, she got it.
No reactions on this. This is the conclusion of the Paramount Theatre.
So, do you think it's haunted?
Based on the evidence that we got, I believe that there's a residual haunting. Lots of good EVPs, I don't know how many total, probably what, 10, 15, I don't even know, somewhere in there.
A dozen.
Something, yeah. So, but I don't think any of them were answers to questions that we asked. That's why I believe it's residual, but they're good. And like the whistle seemed like it could have been one of us. I mean, it's so real sounding that it sounds like it could be one of us, but it definitely isn't.
You got more clear EVPs on your end than what I had in the video. I had like maybe 5 really good clear ones, but all yours was clear, but I couldn't put your video into my video.
Yeah, so the EVPs off of my camera didn't show, like the EVPs that recorded on my camera didn't record on the cameras that you were running.
Not the stuff that you have on your camera, no.
So that was all recorded on the Sony night vision camera. These are
You don't.
4K. Well,
I was recording off this one.
okay.
You're the 5K one.
And then I was recording on a Sony, so all the evidence, the EVPs and stuff that I recorded were on the Sony. But for some reason they didn't, they're not the same. I mean, these have bigger, it's weird because these have bigger mics that are put on top of them, and the Sony didn't even have a mic on it. But it is weird because this, you would think, has better chances of recording an EVP because it has the microphone attached to a bigger microphone, better recording device to me with these microphones on top. The Sony doesn't have that.
That's what I was thinking too, but you get the sound more like if you're close up, like right here, than like you're far away. Your Sony must be picking up some kind of other sound frequency or something.
But the whistle, these weren't, the whistle that you'll hear, these cameras weren't even near that. The Sony was by itself in the theater by one of the chairs on the ground. I just left it in there facing towards the stage just to see if it would record anything while we were somewhere else. We were actually setting up in the front, and I left it there just to see if maybe it would record any kind of weird noises inside the theater where the chairs are and lots of people would sit. It did record some weird noises, clicking, it sounded like something fell once, and then that whistle. But I literally had to ask JB just to make sure that and he wouldn't have done it. It's a, what do you call that whistle?
I have no
It was whatever you call
like
that.
a fox whistle.
Yeah, whatever that is. That's what it was.
So I'll play it now.
And so we know that that's not any of us. It would have been the only ones that were in the building at the time was Judy, I, and then
Shelby and Beth.
fiance, my wife, and that's it. The host, he'd already left, so it wasn't him. He went back home for a little while. I'm not even, did he even come back that night?
He only came back once, twice, and that was it. It was when we came back to go eat. He was there for a short while. Then he was looking for you, and he said he was leaving. Then he came back when we were done at 3 o'clock.
Yeah, so after he was looking for me, it wasn't long after he found me, and I told him I was leaving the camera there. At first I was sitting there with the camera just to see if I could hear anything. Then I decided I would go up front with the rest of the crew and leave it by itself. And he left and I left with him. That whistle happened in that section and nobody was there.
And then after we left there, we were talking about the movies, the movie The Gremlins, and we got mocked by Mogwai, which is really weird because it sounds like an old Oculus sounding piece of equipment that we don't use anymore.
Yeah, I mean, during investigation, things, you get kind of bored sometimes, so you just start talking about some silly things. And that's what we were doing, and we just happened to be talking about gremlins at that point. We weren't even investigating, so this happens when we're not asking questions. We're just kind of goofing around at that point, taking a break. And that's the weird thing about this investigation, is that most of these EVPs were recorded when we were kind of on downtime. We were paying attention, we weren't asking questions, and then we get these weird EVPs happen. You'll notice they're during breaks or when we're just goofing around.
So here is the Mogwai EVP, which is really weird because it sounds like a computer or like AI or something. It's not human, and it's not coming from our mouths.
Mogwai. Mogwai.
So that's pretty weird.
Mogwai said twice by us.
Yeah.
And then that one that's a little more faint than us. It sounds like it's in the distance. You can tell it's not near us, and we're all right there. That one sounded in the distance, maybe further up on the stage or back where the chairs are further away. Mogwai. That's kind of what it sounds like. It's definitely interesting.
It was pretty weird. And then this next one. You remember that?
There's two things going on there. There's
That's so weird.
that distinct voice, deeper voice, sounds like something up, and then you hear more like a cackle laugh. A female. It's the males first, and then there's like a cackle after that. You hear.
Huh. And then it sounds like a baby crying right here in the dressing room. That's weird. So weird.
And I will say that none of these are coming from outside, because we didn't hear these.
That was in the dressing room underneath the stage, so we couldn't even hear anything from the outside. It's basically a basement.
But we would have, if we would have heard that, we would have called it out. Like you would hear us replying to, like, did you hear that? That's weird. But if it sounds like it's coming from outside, we would actually call it out and say, we think that's from outside. Sometimes we will rule something out thinking that it could be outside, even though maybe it wasn't, but we don't know for sure, so we'll rule it out. These we didn't hear with our own ears at all. None of these did we hear. There's one that JB will show later that they actually heard something and then it was followed by an EVP, but most of them, no, we didn't hear nothing.
That help us when Shelby and I was leaving the projection booth and you guys were up top just leaving. We heard, it sounded like a woman's voice, but we couldn't understand what was said there at the time. We just couldn't understand it. We were trying to figure it out, couldn't understand it. Then I was going over evidence and it's help us. I was like really clear as day.
I heard that.
What was that? What was it? You heard it too?
I heard it too.
It sounded like it was like down there.
I don't know. It was weird.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I can't describe it, but I heard something.
It's really weird.
And the crazy thing is, when we first started doing this over 10 years ago, the first place we ever investigated was a theater. And the two major places for evidence that we hit was the basement and up in the projection room. And so two of the major pieces of evidence here happened. Actually, everything pretty much happened in that we captured is pretty much in the dressing room or higher up towards that projection room again, just like the very first one we ever did.
Yeah.
The dressing room is definitely one of the hotter places to, I think, record EVPs. We were told by the host that that was the hot place. People have experienced stuff down there, so.
He said his brother went down there in the dressing room and took a ghost box, but we tried to do that and there was no frequency for the radio to feed, so basically it was a fail, so we couldn't do that.
It was straight static. It would be white noise. Sometimes white noise will help you get EVPs. We wouldn't have heard them there, but on playback, you might hear them when you get back. We went through the evidence. They didn't hear anything.
There was nothing.
It was straight static.
So it was like, that's it. These next EVPs or pieces of evidence, this one is in the dressing room, I believe, with the EMF detector.
Up if this is your mirror that you got ready in front of. Just want to communicate whenever you want to and don't like people asking you questions?
What?
I don't know what to do. I don't know if you want me to ask you questions or not. Count of 3. Do you want me to ask you questions? 1, 2, 3. Count of 3. You don't want me to ask you questions. 1, 2, 3.
I don't think it likes questions, Brian.
Now, we ruled out the dressing room with that electrical box that was up there. That EMF detector was going off like crazy, but that there was no electrical current going through that box that the EMF detector was picking up.
Look, it's not even doing anything when you touch it. Nope.
There isn't any.
Do it again. You can debunk that.
You can film it just to show people there's no.
They're gonna say, "Hey, it was the electric box right there." No, it wasn't.
There's nothing that should be making it go off.
You did it too fast. When you move it fast, it does that.
But there's no reading on the electric by the lights. So that's definitely. We also know that the device sat there for 5 minutes and did nothing. When we first went in there, it was complete nothing.
When I went in there by myself, I didn't even notice that door was opening and closing by itself.
That's a good piece of evidence. He had told me that he had evidence of it opening, and then when I looked at it, you could see it opening and then kind of shutting. I don't know if it shuts all the way, but I know I'm pretty sure
it's a good couple inches it opens and then it closes. And I was going toward it like I didn't even see it. And all you guys are in the hallway.
Yeah, it's one of these investigations where we left feeling like, there's a couple of cool things that happened, but we didn't really feel like we got a lot. But then after going over the evidence, we're sending messages back to each other like, hey, I got this, and JV sending me back, hey, I got this, and I'm like, wow, man. we didn't really think, I don't know how, we did like probably 6 hours of investigating, 8 hours, something total.
It was from 9 o'clock to 3 o'clock.
And there wasn't a lot that happened really. I mean, it was a fun place to explore because there's so many different.
It was a good historical theater.
There's so many different places to explore and investigate. Like you have the basement, you have the ballroom, you have the projection,
and then that hidden secret bedroom underneath the office area, which I didn't include in the video. I wanted to keep it for this conclusion. I want to add it. Somebody was living underneath the theater in a little sub-basement, which was really crazy.
And it's huge. You have to take an elevator to get to
every floor.
Or you could walk it, but I mean, it's pretty cool to get in the elevator and take them up, down, whatever you want to do. But there's so many different areas to explore in that place. Even though we left not feeling like we got a whole lot, it was fun. I mean, it really was a cool place. But then you're excited after you go home. We get excited after we get home and start reviewing, like, wait a minute, we got more than what we thought we got.
I mean, sometimes you go on an investigation and it's all boring. And then you come home and you're like, oh, man, there's a lot of evidence. We're going to have to go back. And this is the type of place that we'll probably have to go back to more times with other equipment.
Well, sometimes you go on an investigation and felt like, or sometimes you go on an investigation and you feel like you just talk to yourself. I didn't leave feeling disappointed because I felt like we had some things, and I really enjoyed the location, so I had a good time. Even if we would have got nothing, I still would have had a good time checking that place out. It's a pretty amazing theater, really.
Yeah, it is. Really historical. And then you got a couple other EVPs on
here on the table. There's a device right here on the table. If you go up to it, you can communicate with us. You go near it, the lights will start going off. Can you make it light up more than that? It's just 2. There's 5 lights. Can you do all 5? There you go. The only one that really seemed to be intelligent, like doing almost on-call, like lighting up when I wanted it to, was when I was asking whether it didn't like questions.
That was in the dressing room.
Which sort of makes sense because it was giving us evidence when we wasn't asking questions. Like almost all of our evidence, we weren't asking questions. So that kind of makes sense. Like we're going to talk when we want to talk, or it's residual and it's just conversations that are stuck there from the past. And we're recording them. So that's something you'll have to research if you want to know more about. It's just Google residual haunting and it'll give you an idea what we're talking about.
like 90% of my EVPs that I got on the camera that's in the video, you have to use headphones to listen to. But you can hear them clearly, you just have to use headphones. Now right here is when the girls had to go use the restroom, and both of us are in the hallway waiting on the girls. And
I actually think I might be in the men's restroom on the other side. They were on one side, on the other side. We were out there
yeah,
playing.
I'm just going back and forth waiting.
I laid the camera down facing on the counter there while I went to the restroom. I laid it down facing towards that doorway that leads to the restrooms, and you're walking there waiting for us to get up.
Yeah. So there was this weird and I can't even do it myself, so I don't know what that noise is. And then it says in a distance, it's not the girl saying it, it says, what does it say? Oh, it says, F me real hard.
Yeah, they're
really
girls,
weird.
and the girls are not saying that.
Like, why would anybody say that right now?
The deep voice is weird, and then followed by what sounds like a female voice, and then I think
It's saying F me real hard.
the female or the male, the deep voice follows again after that. I think.
Yeah, I'll play it again. Then we get a weird death metal roll, and then it says in a distance, sounds like it's where the girls are, but they want to be saying F me real hard at all on an investigation.
No, it's weird.
It's so weird. It sounds like an old lady. So weird. So then after that, we go down to the basement. We went to the ballroom, we had a little intermission, went to the restrooms and stuff. Then we go to the basement and we hear this kid. We hear a kid say, bye-bye. Now, it sounds just like that kid that we recorded a long time ago on an investigation. Oh, it wasn't on an investigation, it was in your old house. It was a Ghost Box live session that was on the computer. We plugged the Ghost Box into the computer so we could hear it better and record it. So, that sounds just like that boy from the Ackerman Bridge.
Next I ask, are you the boy from Ackerman Bridge? And bye-bye. The boy from the Ackerman Bridge.
Lives. Did you hear that?
He lives?
That was crazy.
Can the boy from the Ackerman Bridge speak to us? They sound exactly the same. It's weird. It sounds like we almost pulled it from that and put it in this. But
I
we
know.
haven't done that.
Well, I mean, there's probably a difference though. The boy from the Ackerman Bridge EVP through the Ghost Box sounds a little bit different than that. The next videos you got here.
If there's anyone down in this basement with us,
I heard
device on this chair. It's got a green
the
light
same blood EVP that's on my camera, on your camera.
Make the device light up.
Oh yeah? Oh.
if that was you or not, but if you come up to this chair and sit down, the lights on that device will react and we'll know it's you. Oh,
Got closer.
what the heck. On a count of 3, do that again. 1, 2, 3.
Oh.
All right, you're getting pretty noisy back there.
Which is weird. He would say blood out of the blue. So, we did get some communication down here through knocking, which was random knocking. Then, my camera started glitching out between the time we were in the ballroom and the basement. But as soon as we went down to the basement, it was fine, totally fine. And when it was glitching out, there was orbs coming out from the blue. It wasn't like dust orbs or bug orbs. There was a cluster of orbs in one section where the camera was glitching out, which is really weird. I've never seen that before, ever.
My camera's acting crazy.
It's definitely the most noisiest place we've been.
Orb.
Man, it sounds like stuff going on down here.
What orb?
Count of 3, make the loudest noise you possibly can. 1, 2, 3.
This is dripping.
On my foot.
Charlie, is that you down here with us? Make a loud noise and let us know if it's Charlie.
This camera's acting up like crazy.
It's loud. It's gotta be louder than that. Not scaring me yet. Make a loud noise if you want us to get out of here.
There's a lot of orbs down here. The camera's acting up so bad.
Thought maybe you were down here, but now I don't know. Maybe it's just basement noise.
Orb.
You need to knock something down. Let us know you're down here. Knock something down.
I don't know. Orbs are 50-50.
Well, it's hard to tell because it's like really white and stuff down here. It's could be bugs.
I don't feel nothing down here.
Just that same pumping noise over another. Yeah, it's not like it happened right when we walked in there. A lot of times when you walk down into a basement, right away it starts happening because it hasn't been walked on for a while, so the dust just starts kicking up and you see it. It was clear, like there was nothing going on, and all of a sudden it happened.
The glitching out on my camera kind of reminds you of what Brian said about a VCR tracking, which is really weird because it's a brand new camera and this shouldn't even be messing up at all.
It just started to look like what you would, like an old VCR camera would do, like an old camcorder. But it started looking like what an old camcorder would look like back in the 80s, the ones that you have, the ones that you put your VHS in and try to record, that's what it looked like.
So weird. We wasn't even getting any activity in the ballroom at all until as soon as we left, it started glitching out.
This is the only room that did not light up then.
One big ball.
think it was glitching out. Well, in the dressing room, there was some kind of frequency, really weird frequency going on between the EMF detector and the camera, making a weird noise back and forth, which I've never experienced that before. There was no electric current like going to that box. I mean, there probably is a very light one, but what the EMF detector was showing, that it was a fairly active area for electric current, which is really weird because we debunked that.
Okay, make it stop so we can communicate. Make it completely stop now. We're lighting it up. So what we want you to do now is, after watching the video, leave a comment, let us know what you think. If you have any questions about any of the evidence, post the questions, and we'll do a reply video based on the comments, and we'll answer any of the questions you have.
Sounds good. If you like this, please subscribe, like, and comment for more. And I think we're done. Join us on the next adventure.
This is the box office for the theater. Yeah, but then over here, so whenever this theater was built originally, someone decided to build like a little 2-bedroom apartment down here.
What?
Yeah, that you can get into, but like I said, you got to tape this thing because it will just fall apart.
So
And
there's a
not like-
2-bedroom apartment.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't understand.
Sorry, I didn't understand.
What didn't understand?
His phone.
Siri's talking to me.
That's funny.
What in
Debbie's
the
like,
world?
show there's.
So people live down here.
I mean, I can't confirm that, but I don't know why you'd build it.
Siri doesn't understand. Like Siri's.
No, this is the basement, though. Ain't it?
This is like its own little area. Yeah, it's crazy.
What?
That's funny. Oh my gosh.
Definitely have videos of it.
That's so weird.
Siri thinks it's weird too. I just don't understand. Can you repeat? I don't understand.
Whoever was working there was put in there.
Well, time to go home.
I know. It's like I talked to him about like how much it'd be a short commute. You know, like I'll live down here, but then wait till they get to see it.
Using the door's weird, like ours at home. It's a basement door like this.
I've watched a lot of videos on this place, but I haven't seen this yet.
No.
I mean, there's a lot of videos. There's a few videos on YouTube anyways of tours.
Tours or investigations?
There's a couple investigations like 10 years ago. I haven't seen anything current on that. But I was looking at tours of the place, but I don't remember seeing anything. Brave the darkness, dude.
Yeah.
Okay. So actually, that seat I have to move, and
No way. This is crazy.
That's what they have to do.
Buddy.
I go home and I gotta move all the, okay, I gotta go home now. Move this stuff.
Going
Yeah, right.
underneath the floor.
This is a whole room.
yeah. So this comes. Pretty sure it comes this way, but here actually, will you hold that one?
It's the Evil Dead
I
basement.
didn't know how.
The Book of Dead's not down there, though, right?
You know,
The Necronomicon?
I'm not totally sure.
You know how that happens. You know what happens. Oh, that's messed up.
So yeah, you can see if you come around here, you can see there's
another
stairs down.
staircase.
And I mean, we can go down there.
Have you been down there?
I've been down there. Yeah.
Is it your apartment?
No, I went.
He said that he was. Whoa.
Be careful. That's all right. Be careful. Yeah.
You always hit that every night? You go back home? You're like, oh, that's okay. I always do that.
Yeah, you should be okay. It's kind of tricky getting down here, but you can do it.
This is crazy.
That's how you end up going home. You have to crawl home.
Yeah, shut them in their bathroom.
Yeah.
You're going down there?
Little toilet.
Yep. So yeah, if you come down here, there's a little old school oven range over there.
No way.
Yeah, and there's just a little apartment.
It could have been the old maintenance guy's room.
Something. Yeah, there's a little area down here, so who knows?
Weird.
Yep.
That is crazy.
This would be hard to do all the time,
Yeah.
right? And
Oh, yeah.
why would you live like this?
I don't know.
That's crazy, though.
So you don't have to drive anywhere. You just
Right? Stays nice and cool.
Probably the old janitor's room.
It's crazy, though.
what's
That's
that?
probably
It's an old stove back there.
Yeah, a little stove range.
It's so weird.
That
But you would have to come down here to mess with the breakers too, right?
Yeah, these breakers are for like condensation pumps, and there's like a geothermal vent down here. There's all kinds of stuff going
My
on.
windows, nothing. I wouldn't like it. It'd be better than sleeping on
So
outside.
weird.
Right?
Yeah.
Unless a homeless person lived down here.
Oh, yeah.
Crazy.
Here's our creepy little apartment.
That's weird.
So there's a bedroom back there.
No, there's a stove back there, an old 60s stove.
Will you show me what it looks like?
Yeah, that's what she said.
It's a workout coming up.
It is.
This is be hard. We're back, I think.
Yeah, it's a challenge. Yeah, I can.
Whoop.
So when was this discovered?
I don't really know. I'm sure that, I mean, they've known about it ever since I've been here for sure. So, but I assume they've known for a while.
Sawyer Brown.
Yeah, Sawyer Brown will be here in July.
The way.
He was popular when I was like 12.
Yeah.
My dad loved Sawyer Brown.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah.
We've got a little river band coming here. They just had Travis Tritt out here a couple months ago.
Travis Tritt.
Yeah, it was a great show.
Classic country singer.
Oh, yeah. So yeah, that's the Paramount.
That's cool.
Yeah. Awesome. Let me know what you want to do from here.
All right, we're just gonna do B-roll filming.
Cool.
I think, right? That's what we're gonna do. We have a lot to film.
Yeah. Well, let me know if you want any lights on or off or whatever you want. So.
Probably everything on for right now.
Okay.
Are you gonna be around?
Yeah, I'm
All right,
here.
cool.
So.
Awesome.